Hi guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get going on how I curl my hair. I have already blow dried my hair and I've already straightened the roots since my roots are kind of a little crazy. So I'm gonna show you how I curl my hair. So this is a Hot Tools curling iron. I believe it's 1.5 inches or 1.25 inches, and it's an extra long barrel because I have longer hair. I don't section my hair. I just kind of grab a chunk on the top of my hair towards the back and I curl away from my face, and I don't stay close to my roots, and I leave about 1 inch, 1.5 inches, almost 2 inches of my ends out, and then I just kind of let go of it and I pull it downward. And I know it looks super spirally right now, but as you can see, the ends aren't super curled. I'm gonna pull this out later, but for now, while it's cooling off, I'm going to leave it nice and curled. And I'm gonna go in with another section. This is probably about a 2-inch, 2.5-inch section is what I work in because I have thicker hair, so I want my curls to kind of be bigger and fuller. I think the smaller that you grab your hair in pieces, the smaller and tighter the curls will be. I have no certain order on where I grab my hair. I just grab as I go. I normally work the back and move forward, and I only hold the curl in for maybe 30 seconds. Pull it down. So you're gonna see some are more curled than others. It's kind of the look I'm going for. I don't want super tight ringlets. I'm kind of going for a beach look. I really don't know what to call these curls. So hold it on for 30 seconds, leaving about 1 inch, 1.5 inches, almost 2 inches on some pieces, and pulling the hair down as I let go of the wand. I know this video won't be super in-depth, but I think everything else is explanatory. Okay. And then taking these underneath pieces. I part my hair down the back and pull my hair forward on one side and then pull this forward on the other side, so I evenly have an equal amount of hair that I'm doing. Now I'm going to work forward. These pieces I'm going to make curlier because they're the front ends of my hair, and that's kind of where I want the more dramatic curls to be. In these sections I do smaller as well. I do smaller sections so I can get different curls for each piece that I grab. See how close up I'm going towards the root of my hair. And even the ends, I'm getting a little bit, there's probably 2 inches there, but it's really not that much. So just a little bit on the ends. And this piece, the bangs of my hair, I hold the barrel on top of my head and curl up. And I feel like that's how I kind of get my hair to pull backwards rather than be sticking forwards in front of my face, because I hate hair in my face. Okay, so now that I have finished, which I think I have a couple pieces in the back that I need to grab. So these pieces I'm still folding away. And I'm just picking out the pieces that I see that are still straight and curling them. I feel like when I part my hair in sections when I'm curling them, it kind of makes my hair more volumized, like the curls are more outward and it's puffy, whereas like this, I'm grabbing them so the curls come down more, and it's, I don't know, I just like the way the curls lay better when I just pick them out. Okay, look at this piece right here. There's one more last piece here. So I kind of just pick through pieces that I'm like, oh, I want to recurl that really quick. I don't like how that turned out. Okay, I think I've gotten all the pieces. So now I just comb through them, and it kind of makes them less dramatic. And then these pieces in through here, if you can tell how straight it is and then it curls, I will take probably 3 or 4 pieces about an inch thick, and I'm going to just curl once and curl twice, and leaving all of this extra out, and then I'm going to pull down on the barrel. So see how that kind of made the curls come up higher? So I'm gonna do that with a couple more pieces so it looks a little bit more dramatic, since I am going to an event, so I want my hair nice, a little bit more curlier than normal. So I curled it around twice, and then I'm going to pull, and then it kind of brings up the curls, but it doesn't do that. If I were to move these away, you can see it's still straight. So it kind of gives dimension in my hair where the curls are brought up, but my hair is not poofing out. I feel like that's how I figured out what I needed to do. So I'm doing the same thing with this piece because I want a little bit more dramatic curls in this area. So it kind of has like a beach wave look to it, but it's still dramatic enough to wear to a wedding or event or really nice dinner. Or, I mean, even if you like this as an everyday look, it's cute too. I'm just doing the same thing on the back pieces because we want them to look symmetrical. I feel like sometimes the back pieces always get forgotten. So I'm gonna do a side angle so you can kind of see what it looks like from the side. Okay, it's one piece that I saw that I want to curl. 1, 2, leaving that end out and dragging it down. I'm like lightly dragging. I'm not pulling my hair. I'm like releasing the hair slightly as I pull downward. I feel like that's how you get a nice bouncy curl, but it still comes downward and it's not making your hair poof outward. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, except I'm going to switch the barrel around, curling away from my face. I still take the same amount of sections on this side, still leaving the ends. You could even do the ends out longer if this is like still too curly for you. So you can, if you're trying to achieve like a more beach look, I would just leave out a little bit more of the ends and hold it on for less. So like, let's try this one. I did like about 3 inches and hold it on for less. So once this is like pulled out, you can kind of see how beachy this wave is. It's just like a slight curl and bend in the hair. So that's what I would do. I'm gonna go back over this piece so it gets a little bit more curl. I want more ends in there. I originally bought this curling iron when my hair was like almost down to my butt, and then I didn't get proper haircuts after pregnancy and then postpartum, and then I had hair loss, and then the ends were breaking off, and it had to go. I had to cut it off, and so now I'm working towards getting it long again. So I'm getting Trims every 6 weeks, because I believe they recommend 6 to 8 weeks is when you should get your trims. I mean, it's different based off person to person. My hair does grow at a faster rate. I guess I wouldn't say faster, but a normal rate. So I have to go every 6 weeks. And I feel like when you start noticing, you can see through your ends when it's straightened or even curled, it just looks straggly almost. That's when you're like, that's when you should know it's time for a haircut. I like to do that typically before you get to that point, because then you have to cut off a lot more to like have healthier ends. So I know I'm doing this quickly. I do have to leave the house pretty soon, get my kids ready. We have a babysitter coming over to watch the kids while we go to a wedding. They need dinner. This is small life. So if you're a mom and you got 20 minutes, you could do this in 20 minutes. Because my time is showing as 13 minutes, almost 14 minutes. And I'm kind of talking and stopping. It probably takes me less time to do this when I'm not doing a tutorial. So I have little baby pieces of hair on this side. These pieces are harder, but I still try to do the same techniques. And I just curl them for less than I normally do, and I kind of pull them downward so they're not as curly. So this side, let's redo this piece. I do the same thing. I go and grab a couple pieces that need a little bit more dramatic curl because it's so straight up here. And I keep it close to the root, 1, 2, and pull it downward. 1, 2, pull it downward, get some in the back, 1, 2. I want to do this piece too. And I just kind of run my fingers through it to kind of fluff up and loosen the curls from being so tight. Okay, and I always go in and double check the back of my head to make sure the pieces are nice and curled. And if you have somebody that can say, hey, like, redo this one, even better. So now I'm just going through and picking out curls that I want to redo quickly. And once you go back through and redo a curl, you don't have to hold it on for 3 seconds. Like really 2 seconds. I feel like is enough since it's already curled. You're just kind of bending in a different direction. And I have this on like $3.90. It goes all the way to $4.30. And these curls will last me for days. 4 days. This is first day clean hair, so I just washed it this morning. Second day is my favorite. So to kind of give it some texture, I like to spray some dry shampoo in it. And that gives it some texture, some hold. I feel like it might help hold the curl a little bit because right now your hair is just so clean and soft. With my hair forward. Okay, this is what it looks like finished. I'll show you a side view. I have completed this in under 20 minutes, super fast. Honestly, obviously this look is gonna probably take you a couple tries to get the hang of it if you're not used to it, but once you get the hang of it and you get it down, and I don't use any hairspray or setting product because my curls just stay in. I feel like my curling iron gets really hot and it helps really keep that curl in, but my hair is a lot different than a lot of other people. So I would finish this look if I needed to with hairspray, a light hairspray so it doesn't look crunchy and doesn't feel crunchy. And yeah, call it good. So see you in the next video.